Wisdom. It's an incredibly valuable asset. Some would say more precious than gold. It's attractive, appealing, admirable. Conversely, a lack of wisdom is the basis of immaturity, blind spots, and bad decisions. Wisdom. It can be gained over time, but it can't be rushed. But wisdom can be shared. That's precisely what we are here to do right now. Today, we are here to hack wisdom, to distill it, to understand it, and to process it. Why? To get better at life. Welcome to The Main Thing. This is your new 9-minute podcast. I'm your host, Skip Linneberg, and I've set out to interview the wisest people I know. We'll see what we can learn from each one when they're faced with an incredibly difficult, soul-piercing question. Welcome back to The Main Thing podcast. I'm your host, Skip Linneberg, coming to you today from Parkwood Studios with another special delivery of wisdom. Hey, if it's your first time here, I encourage you to head over to our website to learn about all the resources that we offer, all the ways that we try to help you get a little better at life. Just visit themainthingpodcast.com. There you'll learn about our newsletter, our special events, our recommended products, and discover all the ways that we help you and support you as you get a little bit better at this thing called life. You're in for a real treat today with our special guest, Tran Taylor. Tran has served as Upbound's Executive Vice President and Chief Human Resources Officer since July 2021 and the Chief Diversity Officer since May 2022. From 2008 through 21, he served on the executive leadership team as the CHRO and CPO for Bumble, Mr. Cooper, and Travelocity. Tran Taylor has a demonstrated track record of leading the human resources function, establishing human capital strategy, and optimizing culture and people practices. Additionally, from 2001 to 2008, Tran led the human resources function for global retail-focused companies such as Alliance Data and the Home Depot. He's led human resources integration for multiple merger and acquisition efforts, and he's also served as a key enabler for several transformational change initiatives. Tran earned both his bachelor and master degrees from West Virginia University and completed HR Executive Development Certification from the University of Michigan Business School. He comes to us today from Dallas, where he resides with his wife and 3 children. Buckle up and get ready for a high-energy dose of wisdom. Over the next 9 minutes, you'll discover why Tran Taylor is one of the wisest people I know. Tran Taylor, welcome to the Main Thing podcast.
Well, thank you, Skip. It's just great being here today.
I appreciate you making time to come on and share some wisdom. I can't wait to hear what you've chosen for your main thing here shortly. Let's go ahead and reveal the mystery here. You and I go way back. I think we go all the way back to Martinsburg South Middle School. We grew up together, boyhood friends. Jump in here and help me tell this story.
Yeah, well, look, as you've said, to know someone for that long, is something that, and to stay in touch for this many years is something that you cherish. Friendships. Yes. And I know that you stay in contact with several of our classmates out of high school. I stay in contact with several of them. You and I reconnected. It's funny we're talking about West Virginia TCU, but as you recall, you and I reconnected about, 9-10 years ago. I was sitting in the front row of a TCU West Virginia basketball game. You saw me and you reached out and we reconnected. But that speaks to the friendship, and it speaks to where we grew up and where we came from.
Yeah, for sure. Tran, your career as a successful leader in the people area of corporate America, in the HR suite of business, doesn't surprise me. I think back to you as a young man. You were someone that always brought people together. Everyone was included. You were the guy that brought the new kid around and introduced them and started, poking fun and telling jokes right off the bat so that person would feel welcome and, elected official of our class every year. So just no surprise that those aptitudes and those wonderful characteristics about you, you've leveraged those in your career. Tran, if you would be so kind to walk us through your career, and I'll just ask you to comment on who inspired you to aim for the C-suite in business. Who helped you set those aspirations?
I would say Dennis Donovan, Skip. He's an individual that I worked for at Raytheon, and then he gave me a call to go with him at the Home Depot, and I moved from what I call that senior director level into
Yeah,
my first officer role at the Home Depot. So I would say Dennis Donovan.
wonderful. Gosh, Dennis Donovan, didn't he have some time at GE?
Yes, he was the CHRO for several years.
Yeah,
And Bill Conati, that group, if you remember those
I,
executives.
I do.
And
I do from
if
my GE days, right out of college. Dennis Donovan was an innovative leader in our human resource hiring, management development, training programs. Very respected leader. That's great. Wow, the fact that you got to be mentored by him, what a great propelling force for your career.
Yeah, he's definitely someone today, Skip, even to this day, that I speak to.
Oh,
I wouldn't say frequently, but maybe once or twice a year. He and I always make sure we connect at networking events, or if there's a particular forum that he would like me to attend. Dennis has been very good to me across my entire career.
oh, wonderful, wonderful. Tran, as a business leader, what are you known for? And then what gives you the most satisfaction in your work? And they may be the same thing, but could you comment on those two aspects of your business leadership?
Yeah, I would say I'm most known for enabling the business, truly uh, taking a look at corporate objectives,
Hmm.
key drivers, the strategy of the business, and then enabling the business through human capital and human resource and people planning would
Yeah.
probably be number one. Then I would say, personally, in terms of what I give back,
Hmm.
just developing others along the way, bringing others along so that the emerging talent and the succession within the companies I work for are well equipped, for when the top leaders or the executive team move on, that we have the succession in place, and you do that by developing others.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I'm hearing is you don't just stay in your silo of human resources. You are intimately involved in helping the business grow and meet its objectives.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, that's what it's about.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I love that. Well, Tran, I would love to talk business, and I especially love to talk to gifted leaders like yourself. But given that this is a short format podcast, just about 9 minutes of your wisdom, I need to ask you that pivotal question that I've asked each and every wise guest. Tran Taylor, what's the main thing you've learned in your lifetime so far?
Skip, the main thing I've learned in my lifetime so far is to remain true to who I am, and really embrace my core beliefs and everything that I do. Don't try to be someone that I'm not.
Mm, yeah, wow. That is such a great wisdom nugget, as we call them. That's wisdom truth. Stay true to who you are, stay true to yourself. Tran, I know there's more there that if we could ask you to unpack and tell us more about that wisdom and how you apply it.
Yeah, look, it comes into play as an HR executive. Skip, you are well aware of the role that HR plays, and especially at the executive level. You navigate and you influence, you advise, you coach. You're the trusted liaison to a lot of leaders. And how I apply it and how it plays out is that, at the end of the day, the corporate environment is very competitive, and you have executives and leaders who want to rise to the top, and
Hmm.
occasionally become something that they're not, or grasping for attributes or characteristics that they don't have. I always remind them, if you stay true to who you are, that's what got you where you are today, and that's what will drive your future success. That's how it plays out in my work life or in my career.
Yeah, yeah. Gosh, that is so important, so vital. We lose sight of that, don't we? That I'm a great, let's say, communicator and creative problem solver. And if I try to be a great financial analyst, that's me trying to be something that I'm not. And that's not going to get me very far. But if I lean into those characteristics and those aptitudes that got me to where I am today, then I can continue to ride those to greater heights. Is that a fair statement?
Yes. I would say it this way as well. Don't become deluded. Don't try to be too many things. Know what your
Okay.
core is, your subject matter expertise, and the things that you can add
Yes.
value, and stick to those things. Stay true to who you are.
Yes. Yes. Great. Tran, a listener right now heard your wonderful main thing, wisdom, but they haven't embraced it yet. If they need to lean in deeper into what you told us as your main thing, what might be some indications or symptoms or pain points that they might be experiencing?
Yeah, great question, Skip. I think it's a fear of retribution or not being
Ooh,
accepted.
yeah.
If I
Yes.
believe this and if I remain true to who I am, I may not be accepted for who I am.
Mm.
I think that's a key pain point. It's just fear of the retribution.
Tran, as we wrap up, final question I have to ask you, as someone who's so driven and successful, and you seem so focused, what's next for you on your life plan or goals? Maybe something that you're aiming to try or master?
Yes, Skip, that is just a great question. And by the way, I love the way you set that question up. Um, and it gets into my style. There's a
Yeah.
tendency in my past that folks see me as uber focused and very
Okay.
competitive. And this is how you giggle, you remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
um, but what I've learned and what I'm working on, and let's call it the latter end of my career, is being more aware of my style and how I make others feel. And,
Hmm.
I borrow on a Maya Angelou quote, and it's that people will always remember how you make them feel. Folks may not remember, Tran
Yeah.
being ultra focused, delivering results, um,
Sure.
the competitive nature.
Yeah.
But that what they'll remember is how I made them feel. And so I'm
Right.
working on my style in that regard.
Mm.
It's a personal development opportunity that I take very, very seriously.
And that will be your legacy, won't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Tran, this has been a blast. Thank you so much. You are indeed one of the wisest people I know. And thank you for sharing your wisdom today. Thank you so much.
Well, Skip, I can't thank you enough. It's great to reconnect, and however I can help you in the future, I'm just a text, phone call, or email away.
Uh, Tran, so long for now. Thank
All
you.
right. Take care.
Wow, that goes by incredibly fast, doesn't it? Time flies when you're hacking wisdom. I hope you're left wanting more. Sync up with us again next time on The Main Thing for 9 more minutes of wisdom.